It's lunch today, New Buckaroos. How the heck are you? Yeah, I'm off today, so I thought I'd do an early one. I got a couple, again, from some friends. Let me get something fixed real fast for you. There we go. Now we're in business. All right. How the heck are you? I am Tom, the beer and whiskey whisperer, for the purposes of this video, anyways. Straighten out there a little bit. Anyway, so I talked yesterday about I had that whiskey a friend gave me. They said 75%. Let me look it up real quick. So I have that exact amount here. 75% Amish popcorn, 25% two-row barley. Now, what I did with it, was we'll turn it into a dirty martini. So it's about two and a half ounces of the whiskey, half ounce olive juice, and just a couple filthy olives for good measure there. Oh gosh, that's nice. Makes it perfect. As I was having it straight up last night, which means I had it well chilled, but no ice, residual ice. I thought, man, this would make a nice martini. That'd be a good way to start the day. I want to thank Taylor, for the whiskey. I appreciate it, man. What would we all do without friends? Anyway, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Anyway, anyway. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, this is nice. It does make a very nice martini. I do have it very, very well chilled, though. It is shaken, not stirred. Depending on your type of martini, um, would make the difference whether you want it shaken or stirred, in my opinion. If I'm having a traditional gin martini, I think you're better off stirred, not shaken. But a vodka martini or anything other than gin, let me say, yeah, shaken. You're going to get it colder faster. Now, there is a school of thought that says you're shaking it, you're going to get more ice, more water into your drink. However, well, here's the however is that possibly, but you're getting it colder faster by stirring. You may get by stirring your cocktail. It's going to take a little more time to achieve that cold. So you may, I personally, I think you break out even either whether you shake it or stir it. But I do think gin works out better stirred. Where if I'm using vodka or a moonshine and unaged whiskey, or in this case a short aged whiskey, I think you're better off shaken. The bottom line, though, hell, use whatever you want. What do I care? I don't give a rat's ass how you make your cocktail at home. I never understood those that are so militant about how people have to do things that they're having themselves, right? If you're making me a cocktail, okay, maybe I want you to do it my way. But if you're just at home drinking or eating or cooking or whatever, yeah, make things the way you want to. I don't understand that militant attitude. No, you have to do this. No, I don't have to do a damn thing you say. You're not eating it. Yeah. Anyway, sludge it. Whiskey's not bad. It really isn't. Many years ago, yeah, it seemed like these whiskeys were popular. I don't know, about a decade and a half ago, and there still is a market for some of the moonshines, but it's not the big boom that it was about a decade or so ago. Because, like I said yesterday, I think a lot of them were just priced too high. When you can get a good aged whiskey for a certain amount of money, I don't want to buy an unaged whiskey for the same amount. This particular whiskey that my friend gave me with that short time in the barrel reminds me a lot of the Jim Beam Jacob's Ghost. I don't know exactly when they quit making it, to be honest with you. It never really picked up an audience. I bought a couple bottles of it, and the reason being, oh, it was less expensive than other products out there, and it was just as good. But I hated paying the same price or more for an aged Jim Beam. It was exactly the same as a Jim Beam mash, just I mean, same mash. It was just unaged or shorter aged, I should say, because it did spend a short amount of time in a barrel, much like this one. And I'm not a friend. I'm not a fan of flavored moonshines, and I think that's what most people were buying. And I think that's why the Jacobs Ghost didn't catch on, because most of the big, you know, buyers of those so-called moonshine products or unaged whiskeys, oh, were those that wanted those flavors. They didn't want to taste the whiskey. They want apple pie this, or you know. So just the whiskey, I don't know that it really had an audience. But I mean, at that time, everybody was putting something out. That's where the trend was. Even Buffalo Trace had a white dog out there. It may still be available. But again, it's one of those things they want way too damn much for it. Martini is a good way to start the day. It's a good afternoon drink, right? Channel in the 70s and 80s with that three martini lunch. Now I'm just having the one, but those things used to happen, man. A lot of places had a lunch happy hour. Some would do like 11 to 1 or noon to 3, something like that, you know? Or they do it after, do like 1 to 3. Other place would have like a 1 to 3 happy hour and then a 4 to 7 happy hour. I remember some place had a 2 to 5. Anyway, so you take a late lunch, right? You take that late lunch, knock yourself back some martinis. The businessman of the day had it made. And then it was the 80s in Southern California. I don't think you could walk into a Denny's bathroom without finding Coke on the mirror. It was a different time, man. And having this makes me reminisce. Anyway, the free martini lunch. Anyway, I want to uh, thank you, Taylor, for this whiskey. Moving along. So, wow, I drank that beer last night. That Banafé Pie Double Stout that Brad gave me. This is another one he gave me here. It's called Eventide, a dark Czech lager at 3.8%. So a true session ale. Oh, I thought this was a 9 Mile. No, I said there it's Bad Weather. We had it in the same thing, so I thought it was the same brewing company. My bad. Bad Weather Brewing Company. I'll have to change it. I didn't look. It was in the same container. I thought it was the same brewery. Anyways, 3.8%. Let me show you that. Cilantro. Oh wow, nice aroma. Nice malty nose, maybe a little caramel. You know, nice flavor for 3.8%. Yeah, a little bit of a little coffee, maybe. Again, some caramel or toffee, depending on how you decipher that. It ain't bad. Very easy to drink. Again, only 3.8%. Uh, Start the day off with a little light alcohol beer. So the day isn't completely ruined. We don't want the day to be completely ruined, man. Oh yeah, that's nice. There's a time and place for a low ABV beer. I mean, yeah, if you're, it is a true session. Those 4-hour sessions. I don't know if it'd work for me. Not that I don't like the beer; it's got great flavor. I really like it a lot. I don't know that I could drink anything light or not for 4 hours because I would be just standing in the bathroom at that point. Uh, I'd be doing nothing but piss and drinking for 4 hours. 3.8% beer. But this would be a great beer, a great beer to take to a card game. Actually, if I had a couple crowlers of this to take to a card game, so you can sit and drink, and then have a relatively low alcohol. That's nice. I think it'd be a nice beer with a meal as well. Um, because it is light, but it has a lot of flavor. I think it'd go great with fried foods. I think it'd be great with fried chicken. It'd be great with beef. I would even pair it with gumbo or jambalaya. Anything hearty, I guess. Let me say that beef stew would be perfect with beef stew. In fact, to be a perfect beer to add to your beef stew. Anyway, if you like to do such things, if you're into it, if you're into such things. As Brad said, a great lunch beer. It's not heavy and it's light in alcohol, so it's not going to knock you out. Pours beautifully, though. Look at that. That's just gorgeous, man. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. That's just beautiful. Anyways, I digress. Oh, excuse me. Hope I didn't get any on you. Oh, excuse me. And that's the problem with drinking a lot. Anyway, that's gonna happen, man. Anyway, thanks Taylor for the whiskey. Thank you, Brad, for the beer. I am Tom, the beer whisperer, beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and look how that head just sits on there. That's gorgeous. All around good guys, lunch you.